Hello, everyone. Today is a good day to have a conversation about this judicial system. Well, first, let's talk about this constitution that everyone believes in. Let me take you back to a time when I was in the military and I was exposed to a lot of things. I'm privy to a lot of information. And I almost got in trouble in the past about talking. But you know what? I don't have to care anymore. Because on my other channel, I talked about the shadow government, which I was a part of. I was trained for political warfare. I didn't go through the other training, which involved taking people up out of here, making their deaths look like accidents, amongst other things. I was definitely in the military. We were constantly being approached by Masons. We were constantly being approached by all types of fraternities. But I had this encounter with the shadow government. I have to label it that way because we have so many shadow governments in this world that you can't even count all of them. This reason why we have something called the Constitution. We have these white courts. You have something called the white courts, and then you have the black courts. You have the white judges, then you have the black judges. This has nothing to do with skin color, guys. Your Masons and some of these fraternities that's using that checkerboard, they've been telling you this stuff. And it looks weird when you see these checkerboards in these videos. You see it on people's clothing and all this other stuff. But a lot of them wearing that checkerboard don't even know what the hell it means. I've been given the information. A lot of these Masons that join in don't even know what the hell it means. That white and that black, when you put that together, it forms a cube. It's almost like you're being entrapped. White and black doesn't work together. It just looks odd when you put them together. It basically means deception. It's lying. They're manipulating things. And that's exactly what your courts are doing to you. Everyone believes that the Constitution gives them the right to freedom of speech and the right to carry guns. Well, when you're dealing with the white courts, that's a lie. In the black courts, that's the truth, because on the cube with the black and the white, what the Masons are using, other fraternities are using, when they put those two together, you can lie to the people because it's on the same cube. That's how these judges are talking to you. This is how these lawyers are talking to you. A lot of them are part of these fraternities. I'm just so sick of the lies, and I'm caught up in something now where I was exposed in the system and they tried to have me killed. We're talking about Palm Beach County, allegedly. I'm talking about the 15th judicial, allegedly. What's not alleged is it's on the record, and I have that on my other channel. I'm going to put that link in the description. You're going to see all this information. You can go over there, but you can't talk freely. You can comment, but I have to approve it because I have to regulate what people say over there. On this channel, you can kind of say what you want. I don't try to regulate it as much, but for a video like this that I'm doing right now, most likely I'm going to regulate it. I don't want you coming on this video just saying what you want, or I might have one of those idiots creating fake accounts come over here and try to confront me. But man to man, face to face, they're not going to do it. Because when I was digging into their behinds face to face, they went and turned that law on me. And I'm going to explain how they was able to do this. And it goes back to that cube, that black and white that forms the cube. And you can find that on your Mercedes sign. If you look at that logo on your Mercedes car, and if you really know how to visualize, it forms a cube. Allegedly. So I'm warning people. Stop listening to these fake YouTubers out here, these fake socialists, these accounts that's telling you have rights. But they never break down how you have these rights. There's two ways you can look at this. The white courts and the black courts. The white courts is what you see right now in America. These are the courts that keep telling you have these constitutional rights, freedom of speech. That's a lie. You don't. And I can prove that because I have the video showing how they manipulate and they lie. In the black courts, the court of darkness, you can't do that. Black judges, I can tell you what they are. A black judge is a judge, jury, and the executioner. They usually try these politicians, they try these judges, these cops, these feds, these CIA agents. They're usually tried with treason, and we take them the hell up out of here. That's called taking the law into our own hands. The way the black courts work is you can't get caught doing this. That's why it's so easy for them to tell you you have a right to speak, you have a right to bear arms. Yeah, in the black courts. And don't get caught, because if you walk around the streets with a gun on your hip, you're going to scare your neighbors. You're going to scare the public. You know what they're going to do? They're going to call the police. They're going to run up on you. They're going to pull a gun on you. They're going to get you on that ground. They're going to question you. Even though the Constitution allegedly told you could do this, you see where I'm going with this? It's always a catch. They tell you one thing, and then they turn around and do another. Okay? I just want you guys to know this. I have some stuff written down so I don't get too, off guard with this. I talked to you guys about the white courts, the black courts, the difference between the two. Like I said, the white court has nothing to do with white people. The black courts have nothing to do with black people. It's just how these things are set up. And the Masons have been telling you this with that black and white cube. If you don't believe it, you'll see if you join. The white judge, like I said, has nothing to do with the white skin. The black judge has nothing to do with the black skin. This has something to do with how they move. White means light, black means dark. It's that simple. If you're moving in darkness, you're moving in dark, it's hard to see what you're doing. And usually in that area, you have to be of truth. You have to do what's right. And this light, what we see right now, these illusions, they're giving us fake info. It cost me $20,000 and counting overall in my legal fees, fighting the system that wronged me. If you didn't know, now you know. They threw me in jail for 30 days and gave me 6 months probation in 2019. And it's been shown that they violated my rights. A letter I wrote to a man, not even addressing a judge, I was addressing a man. A non-threatening letter led to that. And their finding is I was threatening an investigation. That's the reason why I went to jail for 30 days and I was given 6 months probation, because I threatened an investigation. Your assistant attorney general said this out of her mouth. I think her name is Mary Ellen M. Farrell. I think that's her name. It's on the channel. I talked about this stuff. And then this lady had the audacity, I'm going to say allegedly, on all of this, because they like to sue. They manipulate the courts. This is what I believe. That's just my opinion. And I'm doing this for entertainment. And it's just politics. It's political. That's protected under their so-called freedom of speech, which is a lie. Found that out. And they like to remain immune because they get to say things out of their mouth to destroy your character, like how they did mine. Like she did destroy my character allegedly by saying I'm basically calling Judge Coates, I think that was his name, or is, whatever the hell he is, if he's even human, saying basically I'm calling him a racist. But yet my rights were violated. But like I said, this is the white courts we're talking about. Not white people, not white skin. White courts, court of the light. I got to break that down, specify, so you guys don't turn this into a racial issue, because it's not. These people that's in position now, all they do is tell lies. This is why we have a shadow government, which I told you about. I was in the military. I got approached by these people. This stuff is real. We are the reasons why a lot of these fraternity members are doing rituals. And I'm going to tell you why we had to do that. Because these people out here, they're doing sacrifices. They're killing people. They're eating babies. They're using adrenochrome. I know if you guys haven't heard about it, you better go research adrenochrome. They're using that. That's real. They're stealing resources from the commoners, or the citizens, what we call now. And what we had to do, because you can't just kill these people off. You can't uproot them. We couldn't uproot them. So we had to put levels in place, and we had to make them go to these rituals. We infiltrated their systems, and we're still in there infiltrating. This is why, if you didn't know, since I have permission to talk since many years ago, because when I got out of the military, I had between 7 to 10 years to keep my mouth shut. And after that, I was told I can talk, because they knew what I was going to do. I'm not out here committing any crimes. I'm not out here killing anybody. I'm not, exercising my rights as far as the black courts. I could, because we're all black judges, by the way. That's called taking the law into your own hands and do what's right. And then we have more like advanced, professional black judges, meaning they are organized. And if you are calling yourself a black judge and you out here hurting innocent people, when you take the law into your own hands, They come out and take you up out of here. They also the executioners. We have that in place. So if I go out here and commit crimes by, let's say, the judge wronged me, these people, all these people I decide I want to take up out of here and never get caught doing it, and I go take out their kids or go take out innocent people that had nothing to do with that, these black judges, the professional black judges that's organized, the organization I almost end up joining, they would take me up out of here. There is balance here. These judges who did this to me, these court prosecutors, these cops who participated, they're not safe. And I have to be careful with my wording because they pass these laws called inciting violence. I mean, if you talk a certain way and they don't like it, they bring you to court and say you're trying to bring harm to us, and now could be an act of treason. Well, guess what, guys? In the black courts, what they did to me, if the black judges take over this case, that's considered treason. And they take the law into their own hand. It has nothing to do with the white courts. This is who they fear. They fear people like me because I was exposing their bonds, the revenue bonds from the 15th Judicial, allegedly. I was calling out everything that was going on. I was putting some things on the record and it was making them nervous. I was about to sue them for $500 million and counting. Me and my friend was going to do that. And they said, hell no, you're not going to do this to us. We're the state. We do what the hell we want to do. Wrong, guys. I'm shadow government. You don't know what you guys went up against. And I could talk about it because you can't do nothing to me. And shadow government, we don't know everything, but we learn along the way. We're very intelligent. We've been around for centuries, guys. We've been around since the beginning of time. The natural law. And when you're dealing with black law, not this black law dictionary, not this white court version of black law. I'm talking about true black law that comes from the heart, that comes from your rights that have been naturally given to you. You have to be of truth. You have to have a pure heart, pure mind, soul. If you're not that, then you're basically a white judge. You're moving like one. And I don't mean white skin or white power, none of that. I mean courts of the light. Or like they say Illuminati, the illuminated ones. I don't want to confuse anybody. And I'm not trying to ramble too much. I just want you to know what's going on. These rituals they're doing, we are the reason why the Masons, the Rainbow Girls, these fraternities are doing rituals. And I don't mean eating babies because that's breaking the law. We don't do that. I mean, these rituals we have them doing because we infiltrated them. And they don't know why they have to do these rituals. And if you don't believe me, you can go on YouTube. You can go on any of these channels. And you can see some of these celebrities calling out this corruption, calling out these rituals they have to do. And they don't know why they have to do it. We are the reason why you're doing it. You have to eat human feces. You have to lay down with animals. You have to do all the most vile things that's not natural to man. Because we can't uproot you, but we can make you suffer. We can create a workload on you and keep you guys so busy that all you do is stay tired. If you look at some of these celebrities, they just look terrible, tired. They're out of their damn mind. They're getting on drugs. We're the reason why you're doing that. Because you are not pure in your heart. You guys have the intention to deprive another man or woman of their resources, like the IRS, allegedly, stealing our properties, taking from us. So what we did for you, we made sure we increase your workload because we're not going to uproot you. You're not going to say this is treason. We're trying to overthrow the government. No, we don't want to overthrow you. We just want to increase your workload, which is what I'm doing too, by the way. When I talk and I wake up people, it makes these white judges, these white courts nervous. I don't want to take you up out of here because one, I'm what you call an inactive black judge. I'm not going to be out here executing nobody. I could always turn active and get out here and link up with some people and then make some shit happen. Excuse my language because the kids are listening. But I can do that, but I choose not to. I choose to talk. I choose to keep the peace with the white courts. I choose to keep the peace with the white judges. But guess what? There's still active black judges out there listening to what I'm saying. There's military personnel out there who don't even know what's going on coming out here, and we got other ex-military personnel going up against other ex-military personnel. Like in my situation, I guess that judge was ex-military. Because if he was, he would have had a freaking heart. He would have looked at the situation instead of running to the system and ruining my life. But at the end of the day, he still got to deal with the black judges, all of you. And you can go to the attorney general, you can go to the court prosecutors, the state attorney, and try to say this guy is inciting violence. Do what you got to do. You're liars anyways. You already ruined my life. What more can you do to me? Try to stop me from putting it out for the black judges to see, for the black courts to see? Come on, you can't stop that. On my other channel, I have everything that happened, my face, my lawyers, everybody's out there. You got even judges from the 4th Judicial talking about it really wasn't that serious for them to do this to me. But when they went behind closed doors, it was 2-1. It was 2 judges voted against me. The same judges who came out and said, so what if he wrote the letter? Was the same 2 who went behind closed doors and voted against me. The hypocrisy, that's the white courts for you. Now, one of the judges put in writing that there's something wrong. The way things were handled should not have been handled. Yeah, we took that to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court's so damn busy, they couldn't even look at it. So they kicked that and rejected like how they reject every other thing. I don't understand why we need to have these damn justices in position if they have the power to just reject. If this falls under the Constitution, my constitutional rights been violated, why do the Supreme Court get to say F us? But guess what? The Supreme Court falls under the states. So it immediately goes over to the federal courts, which from what my lawyers told me, they do things a lot different. So we'll see if I make it to the federal court or what may or may not happen. I'm not putting my hopes into this stuff. Just know that you guys are being duped. The Constitution, you better look at it from the white and the black perspective. Do not think when you read the Constitution from the white perspective that you have rights, because you don't. I found out the hard way. I'm out of $20,000 and still counting. You'll be out of anywhere from 20 to 60 to maybe $100,000 fighting these judges, these corrupt white judges. And like I said, it's not the skin color I'm talking about. I'm talking about the court of light. These judges of the light, they're the liars. Real judges are not to be seen out in the open when they're out here getting justice. They're out here taking the law into their own hand. And my information is going to the black courts. That's who I'm getting my information to. These white courts don't mean nothing to me. Putting me in jail, depriving me of my rights, knowingly doing things to me to try to have me killed, allegedly, it's going to come at a price. This is not a threat, it's a promise. This is for everybody to hear. I was trained by shadow government, especially in political warfare. And then I was trained by this military, this United States military, on how to take people up out of here. I was trained to do all this stuff. I'm not bragging about it because there's nothing to brag about, and I'm not proud of the lies they told us for the Iraq war, which came from 9/11, them liars, them devils. 9/11 was an inside job, and when we went overseas to see certain things, it's going to blow your mind if I start talking on certain things. I'm going to talk eventually on more things. I talked on some things, but there's more I'm going to put out. And I can tell you guys, this was a disagreement. That war we fought was a disagreement based on brotherhood. Somebody got duped somewhere and it turned ugly. It was more than just the oil, the gold, silver, which, by the way, we knocked over banks. I seen the gold and silver. It was deeper than that. It was about, like how in Friday Smokey, it was about the principality of things. That's exactly what this was about. Something went wrong over there, and people keep saying this is about the oil, it's about the drugs. Yeah, all of that plays a part, but this was deeper. It's on some drug mafia type stuff where if you steal from a drug dealer and his boys find out about it, he can't just let that ride. He gonna have to take you up out of here. Even if you gave him the money back, he gonna take you up out of here to send a message to anybody out there that you can't play with me like that. That's what our government did. That's what you voters did when you voted in these politicians. Now let's go back to this guy, this rapper named Noriega, talking about the doors. There's doors. And while he was showing you in hand signs, he was throwing up the Baphomet. The same guy, I believe, run the drink. He's a part of the Drink Champs. I think that's what they call it. Forgive me if I'm wrong. He told you about those 3 doors. Who you think did that to you? We got you walking through doors. We got you eating human feces. We got you drinking period blood. We got you out here letting horses run up in you, men and women. We're the reason why you're on drugs and coke the hell out of your mind. We did that to you because you were doing it to us. You out here eating people, babies, kidnapping them, doing sacrifices, but we made sure we left you with something. You're going to be doing rituals to the day you die. If you join, and the higher you go up in those levels, the higher you go up in those levels, you're going to keep performing rituals. I promise you that. We did that to you. We, the shadow government, did that. Now you got celebrities coming on TV crying. They don't know why. They're doing all these rituals. They're trying to get out of their contract. You can't get out. Once you mess with us and you get locked in, we got you for life. And it's aimed to take you up out of here. That's why some of you have to go and commit suicide. That's why some of you losing your damn mind. We did that to you. Because you want to participate in something that deprive another man or woman of their fucking resources. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what you did. Trying to get to the top and calling us broke, bragging. No, we already got you. Some of these celebrities going to look at this and be like, damn, oh, that's where it came from. Yeah, we did it. We're the reason why you're doing all of this. This is the reason why you're going crazy. Like I said, if you guys got in the comments, you want to share something, you can send it to me through the comment area, but it's regulated. I got to see what the hell is being said before I approve it. On my other videos on this channel, I'm trying not to do that. I want it to stay free. But because of this area and it's so sensitive, I want to make sure I have total control of any man or woman. You're not going to promote on this, not this video. And you're not going to come in here and try to deconstruct this argument because you can't. I know they have their millions out there watching me left and right. And then they want to come in here and try to combat this information. You're not going to do it. You're not strong enough. I hope this information helps somebody that's listening. I know I'm rambling right now, but I don't care. The Constitution misled you guys. The Constitution gave the white courts and the white judges, the policemen, and all these other people that claim to be a part of us, law enforcement, whatever, the right to steal your property. Did you know that? It comes in the form of paying taxes. You do not have to pay no damn taxes, guys. Unless you're a slave. That's the first thing you guys need to pay attention to, other than the freedom of speech and the right to bear arms. They said in the Constitution, the government has a right to collect taxes. Where are you getting these taxes from? You got to take someone's property to do that, guys. They have to. And then they get this money. It goes over to debt management. They collect all this money. It goes over to debt management, which is in the same building as your court clerk. Like people like Sharon Bach. I think that's her name. Excuse my language. Excuse me if I'm wrong. I think it's Sharon R. Bach. She was the court clerk for the 15th Judicial, allegedly. And when I went in that building, I seen the debt collectors there. They explained to me how they do all of this. They love to tell you this. If you know where to look and you say the right things, man, they spill their beans. They spill their guts over this stuff, man. They told me too much information, but by the time they realized what they did, the damage was already done. And then they put me on a blacklist. Me and my friend went on a blacklist, and we was already being targeted. They were just waiting on the right time to bounce. And just like the symbol showed, the snake, yeah, they are just like that. They're taking all your money. They're taking your property first. They're taking all the equity out of your properties. And then they give it back to their fraternity brothers and sisters. All those people that's sitting in there working in these damn courts, they're working in debt management. A lot of them, like, I would say over 90% of them are part of a fraternity. A lot of them go to college. They become a part of these fraternities. They go through the hazing. They go through all of that. Guys, it's there for a reason. Then they come out, they get these good jobs. They talk in sign language with their hands. Yeah, that's what they do. And they get these jobs. They identify what fraternity they came from. And then now they got a nice job making $20-some an hour, whatever, $100,000 a year, sticking it to you. I don't even understand how the IRS agents are walking freely out in the open. All of them, 100%, all of them are devils and demons. I don't give a damn who look at this and want to judge me. I don't care if you try to run up on me and get in my face. I don't care. All of you, every last one of you IRS agents, are in position because the Constitution says you have the right to steal our property. The white courts told you this. The white Constitution told you this. And I'm going to say again, I'm not talking about white people. I'm not talking about white skin. I'm talking about the court of the light, judge of the light, laws of the light. That's why I say white, because that's exactly what it is. But you guys, your time is numbered. Your days, your times are numbered. Stealing from the people knowingly. And then when the people confront you, because they know you're lying to them, what do you tell them? Oh, it's the law. The cops love to tell you that. The white judges love to tell you that. The white courts love to tell you that. Oh, it's the law. Yeah, it's the law to steal from us, right? It's the law for the courts, the white courts, to charge you a fee when it's time to go sue someone, and then they find out it's their own being sued. Then they manipulate things, take your money, don't provide anything. And it's the bankers, it's the Federal Reserve banks that's dealing with the local banks, that's dealing with the courthouses, that's stealing your money. And I got into it with the Federal Reserve Bank, by the way. I dug so deep into them that they had to tell me the name of the local bank of the courthouse. And if you call the courthouses and ask them who's the bank you guys do business with, they'll tell you to go F yourself, because they did it to me. And when I called up the Federal Reserve and dug into their behind and threatened to sue their bonds and have them brought up on all types of charges for stealing, they immediately gave me the name of the bank. And all I had to do was call the bank and put in a notice to them that my money is being stolen, that I'm not being provided the service that they promised. I can still do that. But right now, the case is still pending. I'm going to tell you how these courts work, too. You have, like, when I went through my lawyers, because they blocked me, by the way, 15 Judicial allegedly blocked me from using the venue. So I had to go come out of my pockets and hire an attorney to go down there, because they told me not to come down there or they're going to do whatever X, Y, or Z to me. They made threats to me. They was going to cause me physical harm. So this is how it works. This is how they steal your money. You go to the circuit civil, right? Based on how the court prosecutors, how they come at you, meaning if they filed the case against you, you're going to go through circuit civil. Or they could turn it into a criminal. If it's just circuit civil, a civil case, then it's usually a fine that comes with it. Well, with me, they did the civil case, and then they switched it to criminal. According to my lawyers, if they're doing stuff like that, they have to, wherever they open that case, they have to close it. They have to finish it there. They didn't do that with me. They say F me, and I think it has something to do with me being black. They realized, you know what, F this Negro, we're going to go after him. So they did not properly close it out in the civil court. They immediately switched it to criminal. That's a no-no. And this is why I say the white courts are lies, because they have something called, I don't know if you guys heard of this, it's called black flag operations. The courts have something called black flag cases. I hope you're feeling where I'm going with this. Meaning, with black flag operations, they go out here, they commit these crimes and make it look like something happening for the purpose of going to war. That's what they did with 9/11, allegedly. How your courts get around this system, they have these MK Ultra human beings, or whatever things are. I know I'm sounding crazy, but I don't care, because I've seen too much in the military to let me know something's going on. But out here, they have these people they done manipulated or part of the system or brotherhood. And when the judges need certain things to go in their favor, in advance, they send these people out. They have these fake courts, these black flag courts that's setting up a case to push their types of narratives. I don't know if you understand where I'm going, but this is what they do. That's why when you and your lawyers are fighting them, they always got a case for anything you put up against them. I've seen it because they're doing it to me right now. And they done did it, and they're still doing it. They have a case for everything. This is why it's called case law. In the black courts, you don't need any of that. Once we catch you committing these crimes, it's called treason. You're a dead man walking. Because we take the laws to our own hand, the catchers don't get caught, because once the white courts get involved, that's a wrap. They don't give a damn. That's why you have freedom of speech only in the black court. That means keep your mouth shut, move a certain way. Then once you let everybody know what you're doing, you're no longer in the black court. You're dealing with the white judicial system of the light. Because of speaking on these issues right now, that put me at a higher risk of them trying to do something to me, which I don't care, because It's already went through the black courts. It's going out. The black judges have access to this. I can care less what they do. That means until the day they die, all the people who did this to me and all the people out here doing wrong to others, you have a price on your head, and I don't mean money. The black judges we get our payments through blood. The money don't mean nothing to us. We want your blood. And we want all of it. Our body can't survive without blood, if you feel my drift. And I'm not inciting any violence. I want you a-holes trying to run to the court prosecutor and say, oh, he's trying to get us killed. No, I don't have to do that. Guys, it's already out there. The minute you did this and put yourselves on the record, and I expose this, or it gets out in the public through the media, the black judges have access to that. And we don't get to communicate with active black judges. That's not how it works, guys, in the shadow government. The judges have to take initiative to do these things. We can't talk to them. There is no communication. There's no orchestrating. There's nothing. There's no organization. That's what makes us so dangerous. Only thing I know is what I was trained many years ago in the military, how the shadow government move, how they work. And I hope you're listening to what I'm telling you. Just know when you're being wrong, go on the internet, talk about it. That's all you have to do. If you can put it in a newspaper, put it. Or the black judges are looking. They're listening. The black courts, they're listening and they hear you. These white courts, these white judges don't mean nothing. This is why they're passing so many laws about inciting violence against the government and all this other nonsense. Is treason. No, it's treason when you rob the people of their rights. So with that being said, I just want you guys to pay attention to this video. Go back, re-listen to it. If you got questions, ask all the questions you want. I have the answers. I have a thick-ass booklet. Excuse my language. I have a thick booklet that my lawyers had to go through a publishing company to get. Cost me a lot of money. And it shows everything the system did to me. Guess who's going to have access to that too? The black court. Because when I get out here and start exposing stuff from that book, because I have a book, by the way. That's what $20-some thousand can get you. A book where everything happened to you. That was supposed to go to the Supreme Court, but guess what? The Supreme Court said, F me. And then now it's supposed to be going over to the federal court. I have that thick book saying everything they did, pointing out all the laws they broke. All the stuff is there. But because they have this thing called black flag operations and black flag cases, falls on a case law, meaning they can manipulate things from the past, which brings it to the present. They create these laws. They create these situations where the judges can, and they always know where to go look. If you notice, they always have these laws, and they know exactly where to look because they're the ones that created this. They created this scenario. When you guys out here trying to fight for your life and fight these courts, you're wasting your time. And don't take no plea deals, because once you take a plea deal, like how they said to me, which I didn't, I fought them to the end. Well, if you cut a deal with us, you can get less time. The hell with you. You can give me 100 years. I'm not cutting no deal with you, because once I poke a hole in your case, once I poke a hole in your statements, it's game over. And the reason why you don't take a deal when you're innocent, because it's called you flip-flopping. Once you tell them you're going to take a plea deal and then you go back and try to change it, now they see you as a liar. And this is why they come at you hard. And then it makes it harder to sue them. If you plead guilty, then change it, and then come back and you win. You change it and you come back and win, saying you was innocent, but the system was manipulating you, blah, blah, blah. It's too late. Now when you try to sue them, they can bring that at you in court saying you was manipulating and misleading the court. If you knew you was innocent, why did you plead guilty? This is why I didn't plead guilty, because once my lawyers finish poking holes in their case, if I'm still alive by that time, or whatever the case may be, I get to go back and sue the hell out of the state, the bond investors, the revenue bond investors. I get to bring the taxes. The taxes gonna rise on these damn citizens, because you people sit back and vote these people in, and you do nothing. You left these wolves for us to deal with. But luckily, I've been trained to deal with them. I know exactly how to deal with these wolves. And I'm going to get my payments in blood. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I ain't going to do a damn thing but talk. I ain't going to incite no violence. I am not going to communicate and organize with anyone, because I know how the shadow government work. Once I put this out there and the proof is in the pudding, I got that thick booklet that's showing a lot of things. My lawyer's able to show. I have two high-power attorneys, expensive attorneys that seen the BS that was going on. It just increases my chances of, when the black judges get involved, that them payments gonna come back in blood. This ain't no violence, ain't no threat. I'm telling you how the black judges work from the shadow government. This is why they're so scared of me. And when I started talking about an investigation, I wasn't talking about that from the white courts. I do want it from the white courts, but I was mainly talking about that from the black courts. I definitely want an investigation. Why do you think they threw me in jail, tried to have me killed by the damn gang members in jail? Allegedly. When I said that, they knew what I meant. When I said I want an investigation, I want that investigation from the black courts. And then that's when they use clear and present danger that got me thrown in. You see where this is going? Any man that look at this from the white courts will say, this man didn't threaten them. They looked at it from the black court. Oh, you didn't know that, huh? I went to jail because when I said I want an investigation, I was talking to the black courts. And then they tried to say this is clear and present danger, but they couldn't prove how I'm endangering them. Now you know why I went to jail. It had nothing to do with the white courts. It had something to do with the black courts, that I might be alerting somebody. Like, this guy is talking spiritually. He's talking in parables. Yes, I am. Think the white court gonna give an investigation? Look at the investigation they gave. They didn't give not 1 ounce of investigation. They didn't do nothing. The JQC didn't do anything. And guess who was the chairman of the JQC? The lady, the chief judge of the 15th Judicial, was the chairman of the JQC. Ain't that about it? So they had this stuff on lockdown. Allegedly, they had all this stuff on lockdown. That means no matter how I would have moved in a white court, I was doomed to lose. And I looked at all those cases before me and other people who tried to go as a alleged pro se litigant, and all their cases got shut down. All of them. Not one person made it. It's not known for a pro se litigant to make it in the 15th Judicial, allegedly, because of the corruption. And when I said I want to I demand an investigation, I wasn't talking to the white courts. I want them to do an investigation. I was talking to the black courts. Courts of darkness. I want the black judges to look into this. Judges who I can't speak to. They take the law into their own hand. They look at this stuff and see if there's treason. The system I should have been a part of, which I explained what happened on my other videos on my other channel. You wonder why I went to jail? Because I was speaking to the black courts. Clear and present danger. And everyone keeps saying, that's abnormal, that's unusual of them. No. They knew who I am. They hit first and they tried to kill me along the way. Allegedly. Because they knew if they get me first, which they almost died in there, by the way. Allegedly. They would have taken me up out of here, but I left a paper trail. They're so mad with me because I left that paper trail. That paper trail is so deadly, it's so dangerous. When these black judges look at this, every white judge know this. Every cop know this. And if they didn't, you do now. I left a paper trail for the black courts. And I'm going to get mine. Would I live to see this or not? If you guys are still alive, the amazing part about leaving a paper trail, the black judges, the black courts can always go over that. It's always different individuals going over this. And that's what they fear. This is why they pass these laws about inciting violence against them. No, I'm not inciting a damn thing. Because I didn't get justice in the white courts. And I don't think I'm ever going to get it. But there's another court you guys forgot about, right? Or did you? Tell the public why you really sent me to jail. Tell the public why you really labeled me as clear and present danger. Other than your court prosecutor, M. Farrell, Mary Ella M. Farrell, saying that he threatened an investigation. She talking in parables, guys. Why don't you tell them the damn truth? It wasn't me threatening an investigation. You fear the black judges. You fear the black courts. Rightfully so. And you struck first, but guess what? You had a limited time to take me up out of here and you failed at that. My message is out there forever. As long as you guys are breathing, you're alive, and this message keep going into the ears of the people, that means you guys got problems. And I think you knew that when you came after me. Now the world knows what I'm saying. And you're not getting away with this. I said this on my other video, and I don't mean this as a threat. I don't mean this as inciting violence because I'm an active black judge. I'm not going to do a damn thing to you. I'm doing what I'm trained to do, political warfare. We're at war. I've already declared war on all of you. Every man and woman that participated in the things you guys did to me, we're at war for life. And you will look over your shoulders. You have to. You mess with somebody, you knew who you were messing with, so you know you're gonna look over your shoulders, right? And that's not a threat, it's a promise. And I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep exposing what happened to me. I'm gonna keep exposing this for the black judges to see, for the black courts to review. Because I ain't getting no justice in these white courts. And if I still didn't get justice because it cost me over $20,000. I'm gonna still go the route of the white courts and file my lawsuits and do everything, but I'm about the black courts because I am a black judge, an active black judge. I'm just here talking. I ain't gonna do nothing to you guys. I don't have no reason to. I got power in my voice. I've been trained to deal with you guys through my voice, vocally. And to see how you guys reacted just on me writing a letter, that means you fear me. You guys don't want to know what I can really do. But I prefer to take the peaceful route on both sides of the court. Just talking. That's all I could do. You claim I have freedom of speech. I don't. Only in the black court I do. This speech here can get me thrown in jail just for talking. I want everybody to wake up. And it is right. You have the right, the natural right to take laws into your own hand, because when you don't trust these cops, in which I don't trust any of them, good or bad. I don't trust any judge, good or bad, because they can turn on you. They turned on me. Apologize. I'm so sorry this happened to you, sir, while keeping handcuffs on me. Allegedly. Telling me to get my life right with the Lord. This black deputy, the deputy that was there, who put the cuffs on me with the other white cop, allegedly. When everybody left the room, they were getting ready to throw me in. Motherfucker sitting there preaching to me about get my life right with the Lord. You know, get your life right with the Lord. Because you're going to do anything to get your paycheck. And I'm pretty sure you're a Mason too. And if you thought you were doing what was right, you better pray and hope I don't get my way. Because you work with these damn people. Allegedly. I hope you listening too. Because you participate in that nonsense. I ain't going to turn this to a white and black thing based on skin color. It is what it is. You did what you did. And you throwing a lot of innocent people in jail, allegedly. And I know you did. Because if you did it to me, you did it to others. Just for to get your paycheck. And you want to talk to me about separation of government? JEL, judicial, executive, legislation, or legislative? It's spelled jail. JEL. And that's where I went for trying to speak out against corruption. But I'm going to get the last laugh. As a matter of fact, I already got the last laugh, because as I talk, you guys are looking over your shoulders. I'm exposing all of you, and I'm never going to be done exposing you. You're going to be looking over your shoulders for the rest of your life. You can hop out of Florida and go to another state, and it's going to follow you. I promise you. I'm not going to let any of you escape this. You're going to have to hear this for the rest of your life. Ruining my life going to come with consequences. And I don't worry about looking over my shoulders, because I feel in my heart, I'm already a dead man walking. So I ain't got nothing to lose. And yeah, keep playing on, oh, he's a family man. Yeah, I am. But I ain't scared to die. That's why I'm talking like this. I ain't scared of none of you MFs. And it ain't me you got to worry about. It's all these other black judges out here you got to worry about that's active, who, as individuals, millions of them out there, looking over this damn case and listen to me talk. And all I'm going to do is keep going at what you guys did in these documents, and they're going to get to see this with their own eyes. And when they make the decision to do what's right and try you for treason, I'm going to get the last laugh. You guys think you're immune. You're not immune to the black courts. You're not immune to the black judges. That's why I told that MF, you're not immune to Jack Expletive. You're not. You took it so personal because you knew where I was going. I'm going to hold you personally liable as a man, and I am. And the black judges, if they take on the case, they are. You're going to be tried with treason. And the white courts can't save any of you. Once you're tried by these black judges, you might as well just go in hiding. I know I would. But I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to put my information out for the black judges, the black courts to see by publishing what you guys did. I'm not going to add nothing or take away from what you've done. I'm just going to publish what you did and talk. That's all I got to do. You're going to get nervous. Send the police to his house. He's threatening us. Nobody hearing any threats coming from my mouth, other than telling the public the truth that we do have black courts. They out here fighting for the citizens. We exist. We are the reason why these celebrities are losing their mind. I said this. And I'm going to ramble as long as I want because I love my channel. I could talk. I'm not using any pictures. Anything to flag me off, they can't even do. We'll just leave it at that. Like I said, if you got questions, just hit me up. If you want to know more about these black judges and these black courts, I could tell you more about that because I've seen what they do. And you got these fake white courts, fake white judges with these books called the Black Law Dictionary. Look it up, Black's Law Dictionary. There ain't nothing black about that. It's garbage. They created those laws. They created these fake cases out here that give them the power to come back and shut you down if you try to go against them. This is how they protect their revenue bond investors. If you don't know what a revenue bond is, you better go look into it. Your judges have a bond. Their deputies have a bond. I have all the bonds, by the way, which made me a marked man when I collect everything. And when you go and collect those bonds, they make you sign a form. They make you put your name on a dotted line. They take your driver license because what they're doing is putting you on a database for a blacklist and possibly a hit. Yeah, that's what they do. Your cops that's in the uniforms or Masons, most of them. You go check out these bonds like me and my friend did. I was the one doing it because I put my name on those documents. I didn't let him do it. I did it. And lo and behold, look what they did to me in the end. They were just waiting on the right time to get me. Took my money, didn't provide the service, covered for their own, sabotaged my case, and they're still doing it to this day. The 4th Judicial allegedly was the last one to sabotage me. Allegedly. You got the 15th Judicial, and you got the 4th Judicial. Then you got the Supreme Court, and then after that it's the Federal Court. But see, there's something in between that. When you have to hire these lawyers, you got to go through the Circuit Civil. Then you got to go through the Circuit Civil Appellate. Oh, you didn't know that, huh? The appellate court is in your circuit. Then you got to go through the 4th Judicial, allegedly, which is an appellate court. That's 2 appellate courts you got to go through. Circuit Civil Appellate. Then you got appellate. Then the Supreme Court. Then the federal. You see where I'm walking with this, right? By the time they're done with you, you're going to go through probably 5, maybe 6 courts by the time you're done. And they're going to tell you the appellate court is one court. No, it's not. It's many. You have the Circuit Civil Appellate Courts, which is the 15th Judicial, the same court that sabotaged my case. And then the 15th Judicial Appellate Court settled my case for a whole year without even doing nothing, allegedly. Then it got passed on to the 4th Judicial Appellate Court. They sat on it for about a year, allegedly, and did nothing. Then, when they finally got around to it, they dismissed with prejudice, allegedly. Now we're going to the Supreme Court, which I have a thick booklet my lawyers had to get from the publishing company. That's a blue blood company, by the way. Been around for so many years making money off of us. Publishing company. Like writing a book, and they did. Allegedly. Supreme Court said F me. Now it's over to the federal court. You see the pattern? I'm over to like the 5th court already. Because the white courts told me I have rights. Right. That's all I'm going to say for today, guys. Let's chop it up. If you guys got something to say, just, hit me up in the comments. Or you can contact me through whatever means. All right.